What's going on, YouTube? VA Prince 101 here, and I'm bringing you a Modern Warfare 3 gameplay like usual. And I want to do a somewhat of a special Modern Warfare 3 gameplay. Since I'm going off to college, I think I want to relive my high school days one last time, but I want to relive them with you guys on YouTube who don't really know that much about where I come from. And some of you don't know what American high school life is like for you international fellows. Some people think I think you guys really want to know, like, what is American high school like? Is it like what we see in TV? Is it like what we see on the movies? Is it like High School Musical? If you think it's like High School Musical, you're stupid. But I'm gonna go by year. This is gonna be 4 videos of me just talking about each year of my high school experience, starting with my first year, freshman year, and my last year, my senior year. If I had to rank my high school career by years, I would have to say my senior year was my best year. My freshman year was my second best year. My junior year was next, and then my sophomore year was last. My sophomore year was like the worst year of my life. And we'll get to that, but first, let's talk about my freshman year. First year of high school. I'm not even gonna lie. My freshman year, like most all freshmen, I was a badass. I mean, I was a badass my sophomore year. I mean, going to high school, it was a little nervous. You know, you don't know what to expect. You don't know what's gonna happen. Are people gonna like you? What's your image gonna be, and all that other stuff. But I had my sister there, and you know, I really wasn't that nervous. I'm lying. I was pretty nervous my first day of high school, and then, you know, I met my friends that go there now. You know, friends that I had in middle school, so it kind of eased the transition a little bit. But you know, it was still a little scary. But you know, as high school goes on, you know, you make your friends your freshman year, and you know that kind of sets up the rest of your high school existence. Your freshman year by far is the most important year of your high school career. Your very first year, because that lets people know who you are, how you're going to act, and you know, how the rest of your high school experience is going to go. If you F up your freshman year, let's say, like, if you're a girl and you F up your freshman year, and let's say you're a hoe, that's going to stick with you throughout freshman year. I wasn't a freshman. I was kind of immature my freshman year. I'm not even going to lie. I did shit that was pretty immature. I remember my teacher, Miss Demrack, who I had 3 years out of the 4 years I was in high school. You know, I was a torture to her, yo. Miss Demrack, man, I know she hated me freshman year. You know, that was pretty much the only teacher that hated me my freshman year. And you know, that was a tough year for her. That was her first year at Freedom, and her first class, she had me. I mean, that whole class was bad. That was probably the worst class she has ever had in her life. You know, and every year that I'm with her, I seem to have a bad class with her. I want to say my junior year, I wasn't as bad in a class with her, but you know, it was still full of a class full of assholes. Every class that I had Miss Dimrack in, I was in a class full of assholes. And two out of 3 years, I was one of the assholes that was, you know, that was a nuisance to her. Not so much my third year, but the first year, yeah. Woo, Miss Dimrack, man. It's no secret that I'm pretty athletic. I played football my freshman, junior, and senior year. And you know, my freshman year, freshman year was fun because you did not know what to expect out of high school. I mean, you know, we had a little scandal at the end of my freshman year, I want to say, where a girl took nude pictures of herself and sent them to somebody, and then everybody saw the pictures, and it was funny as hell. I'm not even gonna lie. You know, freshman year, you know, I got to spend it once for fighting. But I wouldn't even call that a fight. I'd call it a shoving match. But you know what? Freshman year, you know, like I said, it really sets the standard for the rest of your high school career. But you know, as much of a badass as I was, you know, I kind of regret doing it because I was so bad. I wouldn't say I was a terror, but you know, I had my moments where I didn't care, and because of that, that got me sent to Germany. And my sophomore and like a couple months of my junior year, I was in Germany. We'll talk about that next time I do a commentary. But you know, I think what really got me in trouble was a girl named Jasmine. Oh God, Jasmine. Jasmine, man, she's whew, I think that was the first girl I actually had like deep feelings for. This is a lesson to everybody. Don't fall in love in high school. Don't do it. It crushes you because puppy love could turn into real love, and real love could get you hurt. But Jasmine, she got me into a lot of trouble, because I don't know, I liked girls. I'm not even gonna. I liked girls, but I didn't know how much. You don't know how much you like a girl until you fall in love, straight up. And love is an emotion. I put it like this: once you're in love, there's only one way to go, and that's down. And you know what? Me and Jasmine had a nice run, but hey, it's a high school relationship. How many high school relationships do you really expect to last forever? Besides those people that have been together for like 50, 80 years, that they're probably perfect. Those people are perfect relationship and everything. But you know what? I don't fault Jasmine for anything that happened, for the past couple of years. But hey, you live, you learn, and you move on. Am I over Jasmine? Yeah, sort of, kind of. I still think about her at some points, but hey, who wouldn't? But yeah, effing with her, trying to impress her, got me into a little trouble. It got my dad. Well, my mom had asked me that year because I think she found out she had to move from Texas to Germany. She had asked me, "Do you want to go to Germany?" I was like, "Nah, I kind of want to spend my high school year at Freedom." And she was like, "Oh, okay, that's fine. You don't have to go with me." And my dad, I don't think he didn't want me to go. I just put it like that. He didn't want me to go. But around this time where she was about to get stationed in Germany and stuff like that, I had a little incident in school. I'm not gonna say what the incident was. I'm not gonna say my grades were bad. They weren't as high as they could have been, but I was still pretty smart. I'll put it like that. I was still pretty smart. But it was something about the time frame that we were in. The fact that my mom was going to Germany, and I had gotten in trouble. And at the time I got in trouble, my grades were low. I could. This is how it worked. My grades could be low at come the halfway point. Then I always pull them back up for the report card. Report card is like the final grades that you get. For those who don't know, always pull them back up for the report card, and it'll just say, hey, I did good on my report card. Interim doesn't matter. But when the time that I got in trouble, my grades were bad, and my dad was just like, "Look, man, I can't have you effing up here, so you got to go stay with your mom." I was devastated, man. I just did not want to go to Germany, and I think going into that mentality is why I think my sophomore year was just so damn bad. But I'll never forget my freshman year. I'll just never forget it straight up. It was it was an experience, and I'm glad that I experienced everything that I did. Freshman year was fun as hell. You had all the fights that happened, all the drama that, you go through, but freshman year really sets the tone for the rest of your high school career, and I'm glad it set mine. If I'd have stayed at Freedom, I'd probably be way more mature than I am now. I'm mature, but it took me a while to get to this point where I'm at now. My sophomore and junior year, well, half my junior year, man, I was immature as a motherfucker, and I'm glad that I'm in Virginia right now because I don't think I'd be as mature as I am. Well, this is the first episode of my high school stories, if you want to call it. Next episode will be about worst year of high school, my sophomore year, if you really want to hear that. I'm VA Prince 101.